Alex Spellman, congratulations, cross-border challenge champion for 2024. Just sum up that feeling for us.
Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I feel dead inside. Like those last couple legs, I just kind of zoned out, and I genuinely don't even remember them. So in a minute, when that finally kicks in, it's gonna feel good. Like we discussed, I haven't necessarily been playing my best the last couple months. It started to come together last weekend, and it allowed me to play with some confidence today.
Getting that winning feeling back, winning majors must be a nice thing and sets you up very well for the rest of the year.
Absolutely. Pretty much ever since I left England, I don't think I'd made it past like the top 16. I'd average a ton the first two legs and then fall down to the low 80s or give matches away and just playing not very happy with my standard. But yeah, there's nothing but I just like playing well more than winning. So I'm glad that I was able to do both this weekend.
Nine data yesterday, then started off today again over the 90 mark and played some really solid stuff, 94 in the semi-finals. So your game's in a really good place again after struggling, like you said.
Oh yeah, and honestly, I felt like I played a lot stronger yesterday. Even though I started slow, I was still hitting a triple around. It was just 81, 83, 100 for 4 or 5 legs before I finally really kicked it on. But today there was some inconsistencies here and there, but it all felt good. So I don't care if I miss if it feels good. That means that the rest of the darts should start falling for me.
Winning cross border as well sends you back to Madison Square Garden. I know we spoke after last year and you were disappointed because you played well, but you were just lying above or below the treble all the time. So
Right.
going back to put that right this year, is that top of the list?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Luke and I both talked in the back after that, and we both felt like we didn't play well. He said he was a little bit nervous playing in front of the MSG crowd, and I don't know why I was so comfortable, but I was, and it was frustrating because, like I said, it was if I was playing soft tip, I don't feel like I would have missed very much, but a miss is a miss, and I'm gonna do my best to not miss in a month or two.
The North American Triple Crown, only Jeff Smith has won all three of them. You now have two on your CV. What would it mean to have the North American Darts Championship and complete that triangle?
Oh, it would probably be number one on my list for sure. Uh, it not only it's going to be the biggest event that we have here. A lot of eyes on it. I'm going to want to win, but I want to win with high quality because I don't want to go up there and win the 60 or something. I want to go up there and blast in a ton plus and like I said, showcase what we can do over here in North America. Uh, so I'm really looking forward to win or lose. I mean, if I play like I did at Worlds and lose, I can live with that. But I don't want to play like that and lose twice. So
When you go to Madison Square Garden, which one's the most important, the US Darts Masters or the North American Darts Championship for you?
um, I'm honestly not sure at the moment because obviously if I win the US side, that gets me into the World Championships. And it's always fun to compete against your peers. But at the same time, if I can go on a run like Jeff Smith did last year and win that side, I mean you're playing the best players in the world. So there's some prestige that comes with that alone. I think I want that World Championship spot a little bit more, but I would love to beat up on the Europeans. So
We touched on what you did at the World Championships, and the big boys, as you call them, will know who Alex Spellman is now. So, do you think going to Madison Square Garden, you'll be one of the names that they won't want to face in that draw?
I hope so, because obviously when you're playing the best in the world, any edge you can get is great. I've played three of the guys that are coming over. I've played Humphreys, Littler, and Cross. I think all three are coming over. And when you've played them before, you know what to expect, and you can get comfortable. So maybe those are one of the. I mean, obviously, no one wants to play Littler right now, but at the same time, like I said, I'm comfortable playing him. So I I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. And yes, I know some of them know who I mean, not like know me, but they'll be aware and they're not going to take me lightly, hopefully. I mean, hopefully
That's
they do, but
the media tour that goes around Madison Square Garden now. Are you hoping to get involved in that a bit this year and showcase the North American side of it as well?
sure, why not? I tend to like to keep to myself, but I can also, if you give me a microphone or whatever, I have no problem doing what I need to do. But yeah, anything to promote the game over here is top of my priority list at the moment. So if I get the opportunity, I will definitely take it.
Playing obviously in that wonderful arena, sellout as well, real breakthrough for North America. We know how difficult it can be to shift tickets. So to sell a venue out for the CDC must be a massive step forward for you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Between that, this was a great event just last year where a lot of the people in the crowd had no idea what darts even was, and they had a great time. And that kind of almost pushed me in the direction of seeing what we could build here because it proved that we have a market for spectators in this sport. It's just how do we, obviously the European crowd is going to be a little bit different than the American crowd, and how do we tap into that? So in 2 weeks, we're going to a convention that's more centered around pop culture and some nerdy stuff and see if we can sell the game to people where they're cosplaying anyway at these things and obviously everybody's dressing up as crayons. We had a flip flop in the crowd tonight. So it could be a great mesh of people come have a good time and who knows, it's this game is so accessible to anybody in the world. It doesn't matter if you're tall, short, boy, girl, doesn't matter. So all we have to do is show them what this game can be like, and it'll pull people in.
We know everyone loves to win shiny trophies and big majors, but now for Alex Spellman, is it getting back to the tour and winning tour events now as well, the bread and butter?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'm going to tournaments every weekend, but this is my job now. So those are just your regular 9 to 5 stuff. But I mean, I guess the CDC is too in a way. But it's just I would much rather be here every weekend playing this stuff than our usual weekend kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. And plus, now that we're going to probably we should have Baggage back a little bit. We're going to have Jeff Smith joining the ranks more. It's going to be tougher this year than it was last year. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Just touching on what you said there and the names that you've showcased, is this the best version of darts in North America we've potentially ever seen as a whole,
Oh,
as a package?
oh, absolutely. Like I mentioned yesterday that I kind of gave a quick audio clip where I said, we have it's not just one or two guys. It's not like Darren and Larry 15 years ago where those were really the only two guys coming over. Uh, it's like I said, if I just rattle off the names, it's we have Jacob Taylor, we got Jeff Smith, we got Matt Campbell, we got David Cameron, we got Jim. I might have said Jim Long already. I don't even know. But we got Stowe, we got myself, we got Lobby, we got Baggish, I mean. Uh, I don't know. I can list 16 players right now that can come over there. And when I say that we can compete and win, I'm not talking about like world championships. I just
Yeah.
mean that we can earn our wins. You guys don't have to play down to us anymore for us to start stealing scalps. We're going to come over there, and if you don't play well, we're going to win. And I definitely I didn't follow darts before like 2010, so I don't want to get chastised by the old head players, but I do genuinely think that not only do we have a higher quality, but we have depth now where we can actually do some stuff.
Is that a breakthrough moment in itself? Because I remember going back to World Championship draws when, and I don't mean this horribly, the Europeans wanted to play the North Americans in World Championships.
Oh,
Where now it's the other way. It's like, hang on a minute, out of the international qualifiers, we don't want the guys from North
right.
America.
The only people still saying that we have no chance to compete with the PDC players are either they're newer fans or they just don't watch North American darts, which is fine. We'll prove them wrong eventually. But I remember 10, 15 years ago, however long ago, when I would see Larry and Darren go over there, and they weren't even really getting support from the North Americans. It was, why are we sending these guys again? And it was kind of the same. And again, I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just what it was. And it made me feel, I hope I never have to get to go play in the World Championships because I don't want people, treating me like that. And fortunately, I feel like the culture has changed a lot. We have a massive amount of support now from our fans and other players towards the guys trying to do something with this sport.
And as for yourself, what's next for Alex Bowen? Are we going to see you back over in Europe soon? I know you said you want to build something in North
Yeah,
America, but are we going to see you back over the pond?
definitely. If I qualify for things like the World Championships and I'll definitely be over for Modus when we can fit that in the schedule. Challenge Tour, if it was last year where I was in the top 10 after that first weekend or two, I'd probably still prioritize that. But because I was having issues with my throw and I was in the 36 range before Germany, it made it hard to justify the cost to come over because I'd have to win almost just to break even for the weekend. So now that this is my job and I don't have any other income coming in, I have to make business. I want to go as a competitor, but I need to make business decisions now. So if I can line up Modus with Challenge Tour, then I'll be there. But pretty much Modus and whatever I qualify, through the CDC to come playing over there.
Alex, absolute pleasure and huge congratulations, mate, winning continent the cross border challenge, and we'll see you very, very soon.
Yep. Thank you, man.